Peace to the family. We are here. This is an additional class for today. This is an additional class for today. We're doing this strictly for the benefit of the good brothers and sisters that are with us in this journey. Strictly for the benefit. Make sure you put it on mute on your end.
Yeah, just that.
All right. This is additional class right here. Again, 2 weeks from now, you will have session 3 and 4. This is an extra session. This is an extra session. The reason why we gave you this extra session is because we want to ensure that everybody is on the same page before we start going all the way in. All right. So we're going to do this stuff one more time. But this time, what we're going to do, our brother Crypto Roots, our brother McCoy is going to walk my daughter Ma'at through the process. Come on. Get over here. Yes.
Aloha, Ma'at. Yep. I'm excited for your crypto journey.
Yep. So she's going to put the work in. She's excited about creating these crypto kitties and the crypto real estate and everything like that. And since she's on her phone more often than I want her to be, and when she's not on her phone, she's on the iPad. And when she's not on the iPad, she's on the laptop. So I'd be happy to strictly get her off so she can enjoy the real world. However, she has a high inclination towards the virtual world, and that can be used to our advantage since she's already there. And she's going to be our gold mine. In fact, she's going to learn mining as far as the crypto world is concerned. All right? She's going to figure all this out, and you guys are going to figure it out with her. And the reason why I'm doing this is because when you see a child doing it, you'll say, I could do it. That's one. And two, I also want you to teach your children. So if you see any shortcomings or pitfalls here, you can make the corrections when it's time for you to teach your children. Teach the children this. This is what we mean by wealth stewardship. Wealth stewardship is generational wealth. This means that the information doesn't die with the people who got it. The next generation inherits it, and then they further advance that know-how. That's what we need. We need to do this. So it's very selfish for us to only look out for our best interests and needs as adults and then leave the children out there with nothing. I don't care if you don't got a child either. Teach someone's child. All right. So since this is an extra class amongst extra classes, we're not going to exhaustively go through everything, but we're going to start from scratch again because I want it to be familiar with you. Because you might have did it once, and after you did it, it's all set up. You may never remember how to do it again. So I like to repeat things for the purposes of making sure you say, man, I know how to do this now. You set it up over here. When this comes up, we do that. When this pops up, okay, there's 12 words over there. We're just going to click those 12 words in order after that. Okay, this is my address. I can go over here and get that Dropbox. I want y'all to be so familiar with doing this because you're by yourself a lot of times and you don't really have a bunch of people working with you where there's a community of people doing it. So that's us. Because when you're home, you're probably here by yourself saying, I'm taking my life way more serious than most people that's around me. And because of that, it can be daunting at times to do this by yourself. But yeah, I have things I have to do today. And luckily for me, I'm blessed with people in my household who also appreciate the information and they love the opportunities thereof. And they understand what it is that I have to do. So I pushed back some of my schedule. So I have about a good hour to an hour and a half today, tops. So yeah, less than an hour and a half. And we're going to make this hour and a half very good, very meaningful for you. Again, this is an extra class. The next 2 classes will have PDFs. You will also have a PDF synopsis of session 1 and session 2. You will get that when session 3 comes. And that'll be 2 weeks from now. And I'd like to congratulate you all for just being serious and taking notes. A lot of you sent me text messages and emails, and you let me know you stuck through it last night until you got it all. And that's great. That made me feel very good. It makes Brother McCoy feel great too. So without further ado, we will have Matt now go through her process, set it up, because she's been up all last night. Like, I'm waiting till tomorrow because I want to get a hold of this, because everything I touch, I take it to the next level. That's her mentality. And she's like, I got to get in on this, Dad. Sitting here listening to it, I got to get in. So go ahead. I just give her so much information. I'm never worried about overloading her, but I mean, she gets a lot homeschool wise. So I'm here like, man, if she picks up on it and she likes it resonates with her, then I'll never stop her from doing it. It's just that I have her doing so many different things. I was like, man, I don't want to look like a mad scientist in here. Her day is as full as my days are. We doing two different things. We just meet each other on the basketball court and the boxing ring. That's where we meet. And then when it's time to homeschool with that math and history, that's my part of the curriculum. So without further ado, we're going to get from baby girl Matt in on the grind. And Brother McCoy.
Yep.
Do you have any words to say to the people?
I would first like to let. Oh, aloha! Thank you guys for signing up for the course, and I appreciate you and the patience and me learning how to do all this. And I'm smoothing out the edges. So yeah, and when the internet connection gets better, I will travel to some other place and get a stronger connection. But I'm gonna just give you as much information as well as clear as I can. So I and everyone else, I want to let you know it costs you nothing to join decentralized networks. So any application that you download, it should never charge you anything. The centralized applications and centralized platforms, they always want you to sign there. You have to sign up on their platform. So just rest assured that if it's decentralized, you don't have to pay. So in order to simply download and go to the App Store, whether that be Android, whether it be iPhone, or whether that be your Chrome extension store or your plugins. So where you normally go to download applications, that's the same place you would go to download decentralized applications, so to speak, or the access to those platforms, and they're all for free. So that's what makes it so powerful, that it's open and it's public. Anyone can join the system for no cost, and anyone can leave with no identity verification whatsoever and still feel secure and send and receive money to anyone around the world at any time. So now to get started with such decentralized applications such as CryptoKitties, you will need a plugin called MetaMask, and that is your access to the Ethereum blockchain. And Ethereum is the second largest blockchain, and it's compared to Bitcoin, it is close to, but yet completely different. So you want to utilize Bitcoin for its most to say store of value, but you can utilize Ethereum as far as applications and you profiting off different forms, whether it be racing CryptoKitties. You can fight your CryptoKitties. So it's called a kittyverse. So once you actually own your kittens, you can take them outside of that platform, because CryptoKitties is just a marketplace. It's where you buy and sell and breed kittens. Now, to actually utilize your kittens in different ways, they've open sourced the code, which means people can build onto the code themselves free of charge and create their own subsidiary of CryptoKitties. So the possibilities are endless as far as development and ways you can profit off decentralized applications. So you will open up your Chrome browser, if you're able to share your screen.
Okay, hold on.
Did that come through clearly?
Most of it. I'm contemplating if I want to bring you in on the phone so we don't miss nothing.
Okay.
So what I would say is keep your screen there where we can see you. But
okay,
I'm gonna call you right now, nonetheless.
All right, as soon as you call, I'll mute it.
Got this charging. Yes, right there. I'm gonna call you off of this number here.
All right.
Don't know anybody need that. Here's my charger. I'm gonna call you right now. Hold on.
Aloha, everybody in the chat. Can you hear me?
Press 9 if you can hear
Press
him.
9.
Just try to get rid of that feedback, McCoy.
Okay. All right, is this better?
Yep. Nice and clear. I'm just charging up this phone. Then we'll be straight.
All right. So, Ma'at, you want to be prepared with a pencil and paper or pen and paper to write down your words ahead of time.
Okay.
Whenever you open up a new wallet, you want to be prepared.
So you want to have a place to take your notes. Okay. Name it crypto. CYRPTO. Title. European title.
CYR.
PTO.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go down.
And you actually want to number them too, as 1 dot below 2 dot, number them so it's easier for you to comprehend.
Okay.
And you're going to go to Chrome. This is the browser.
Okay.
I want you to, you're already in Chrome, so open up a new Chrome window. Just press Command in.
Yeah.
You ain't got right there. Just open up a new Chrome window, and then we're gonna share the page so they can see what you're looking at. No, you're gonna do it on the computer. Open up a new Chrome. You can press Command in. Hold this.
Mm-hmm.
In.
In.
As in the hold Command. Press the letter N. Okay, now before you type anything, share your screen. Go to this green part right here. This is when we're in Google Chat.
Mm-hmm.
You want to click that. Now go to application window. Click that. That's right. Now pick the one that says Google.
Okay.
The image in the middle there, right there. That's the one you want to share. Click share. Okay, so you got
Perfect.
All right, so now you just wanted to make sure they could see that. Go back to the window that looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, don't. This is so they can see what you're doing. Now we need to go to this. You pulled this up first.
Yeah.
That's not this. This is just showing you what you pulled up. Now you got to find this somewhere on the computer. You just pulled this up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is just showing you what you just pulled up. You have to look for it. This is in the way. You have to move it. That's it. They can see this. You just chose for everyone to see this. So they don't see none of this here in the background. They don't see none of this. All they see is this. Okay? Yeah, it's just different. That's how you share the screen. I'm gonna show you. Look. Hold on real quick, family. Okay, good. Everybody can hear him. Let me show you. Actually. See?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch everything you're doing from the phone. All right. Let's move this computer closer to you so you're comfortable. And Crypto Roots,
Yes,
she's ready.
I'm here. All right, Mahat. So you can simply type in that Google search bar where it's blinking already. Just type in Meta, META.
T
META.
M E
TA
space
MASK mask and space Chrome
CH
CHROME.
right here.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're gonna you're gonna click MetaMask Google Chrome. Take you to the Chrome Web Store, and you're gonna click Add to Chrome.
Very good. Now you're gonna go to add
A window
extension.
pop up, and then you'll add it as an extension. Give it some
Checking.
time to download.
Checking.
Just checking. Give it a little break.
All right,
Mhm.
perfect. So now you will click Get Started. Yeah, now you will click Get Started.
I play with it all the time. It's my favorite part of this. All right, let's get focused.
Okay.
All right, so get started. It says connecting you to Ethereum and the decentralized web. We're happy to see you. I'm going to screenshot this for you.
So this is a new kind of internet. I know it's going to be hard for you to understand the difference just now, but this is the new internet, and that's how you access these new websites.
Okay.
Go ahead, click get started.
So you're going to click Get Started.
Now, what do we see?
Now, since this is your first time, you want to click the right side. Yeah, let's get set up.
See, it says new
Create wallet.
MetaMask.
Yeah.
You're new to MetaMask, right? This whole situation is new, right?
So should I say yes? Let's get set up.
That's correct. And what that say?
Create a wallet.
That's right. So you're gonna click that.
Yes, correct.
You're gonna go down here.
So it's best you just click No Thanks. Now you want to create a password. Well, you're going to remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Create a password. You're gonna remember. Okay, give her a little time.
Okay.
Yeah, keep that. So let's do it like this. Password. Okay, so come up with something cool. There you go. Then put it in the computer once you figure it out, okay? All right, she's working on it now.
Yeah, take your time. Don't rush this process because this is important.
Write that password in your notes and then type it in.
Okay. Daddy. Can I write this?
Probably. Yeah. No space though.
All right.
Move the space out of there. Put everything as is. So that way you ain't gotta wonder. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you got your children in the house, you should have them following along with you right now instead of them playing games or watching Netflix or whatever it is that they're doing. Get them to sit down and learn as you learn. Learn at the same time. It helps create a bond. Establish a real nice bond. And that way, when you go into work, they still taking it to the next level. You come home from work, they say, hey, take a look at this. I just made some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good.
Perfect.
That's the password you want. You click it. Okay, now we're on the new.
All right, so this is where you would want to unshare your screen.
Okay, so we're gonna
And
click there. It says stop sharing.
Mhm.
Click that because we don't
yeah,
want to
once
share.
you unshare,
Okay, and the reason why you're doing that,
you're gonna
because
click.
you don't want your password shown.
You're gonna click reveal secret word or reveal the private phrase or password.
Click that. Wow. So don't press.
And so, yeah, you want to write those words down in order, exactly how they're spelled.
Hold on.
This is the
Write
important
them
part.
down in order.
These, right?
Yep, in the same order you see it in.
Okay.
Okay, brother McCoy, you could do some teaching in the interim
Like,
while she's doing what she's doing.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to talk about printing your own money through crypto mining and being incentivized to decentralize the network and being compensated for using your energy in the form of electricity to power your processes to solve a very complicated math problem, and you get compensated for the energy you put into solving that math problem. That's how you're able to essentially print your own money on your own, permission-free, anonymously, and 24/7.
Wow.
So it's all about getting your hash rate up. So if you see cell phones lying around, you see old laptops, you see anything with a processor, that's money waiting to be made. Put it to use. Put these cell phones, put these electronics to use for you, and it'll create a form of passive income that you can trade for profit once the market really booms in. And that's one strategy. So whether you have a laptop, whether you have a desktop, or an Android phone, you can mine cryptocurrency on your devices. And we can go deeper into it on the course if you're interested. But in the years to come, that'll be one of the strongest forms of self-sustainability is printing your own money, especially off renewable energy.
Then
And that opens up a whole nother world of science.
Okay, take a picture of it too. Take a picture of it. Make sure you know where. I don't want you to touch that by accident. Yeah, take a picture. Move the cursor off of that. I don't want you to touch that by accident.
okay.
And other than CryptoKitties, there's Decentraland, where you can buy and sell virtual real estate, and a new district. They have districts where you can design your house, design your neighborhood with similar people such as Ready Player One
Picture of the
or The
computer
Matrix.
off your phone.
Where you can buy and sell digital clothes.
Okay,
So
I just want you to have
we're
that.
living in very fascinating times, very revolutionary.
Now you done saved it 3 different times, right?
Yeah.
Good. I will make sure. Sometimes things disappear. With this, if you don't got those 12 words, that's it. You don't want to have your money stuck in there. Yeah.
Exactly. There's no one to go to. There's no
Yeah.
one to call.
No one's going to help you
And unfortunately, no one's going to feel sorry.
redeem your password. No one's going to help. You can't send in your email and then they text your phone number and let you know if you put this passcode in, you can update it. No, it's done. It's out of here. All right. So that's why I treat it like the money it is. And I got it saved everywhere. It's inside of the soles of my shoe. I staple it to my underwear. You know, I got it everywhere. All right. I'm not playing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even get a haircut and design it, put those 12 words back my head. We're not gonna play.
And just for everyone that's watching, if you do write down on a physical piece of paper, laminate it and put it in a fireproof safe. So if anything were to disastrous were to happen, you would still have access to your funds. That's the extra step, is to protect the physical paper.
Yeah.
Laminated, fireproof safe.
You may think this is some wild stuff, but you say that until you start making some virtual money that translates into hard money or hard assets. Then you'd be like, oh, shoot, I need to treat this like the gold it really is. This is the new gold. This is the new commodity. This is the new precious metal. Yeah. It's a virtual precious metal.
By the way, it's a non-correlated asset. It's not tied to any government. It's not tied to any jurisdiction. And so it's being used as a hedge against these corporations and governments as it being non-correlated. So we're seeing some interesting times in the finance economic industry.
All right, so we ready for the next step, my brother.
Okay. So once you click the next page, your wallet essentially is going to ask you to re-enter the words as you saw them. And that's how the wallet will know that you know the word.
He was blocking the word next. Okay. So it says, confirm your secret backup phrase. Please select each phrase in order to make sure it is correct.
Okay.
So as you see the words, put it there in that order. So what's the first word? Don't say it loud.
Okay.
There you go. And now put the rest of them in the same order.
And with these 12 words, you'll be able to access your money from any cell phone or computer anywhere around the world at any time. 24/7.
So this is going to really be the death of Western Union and even PayPal and all these other mediums we've been using eventually, correct?
Absolutely. This is they're bleeding right now through cryptocurrency. They're bleeding out. And the only reason they're still alive at this point is because people aren't aware of cryptocurrency or even how it works. So that's why taking the time right now to teach people is very important, because we're working towards financial freedom slowly, one by one.
So you just did it. Let's just read everything. Congratulations, you passed the test. Keep your seed phrase safe. It's your responsibility. I want you to write that word down.
Seed phrase? Seed phrase?
Yeah, write that down. Put number 3 there.
So what the seed phrase,
spell it right.
What the seed phrase represents is the math number attached to your private key is way too long. It's about 3 or 4 pages long of like a book, just all numbers. So they needed a way for humans to put it in readable form. So it's called a mnemonic seed phrase. So these readable human words are attached to that very long math number that unlocks your account. So your money lives on the internet. It doesn't live on your wallet. It lives on the internet. Your wallet is what unlocks more of a keychain than a wallet, to be honest. But we won't go there right now.
Yeah, that sound don't erase the whole word. Just the one letter, baby. Let me make the screen bigger.
Done.
Okay, save it. As you work, save.
Yep.
The Apple, using Microsoft, they got to auto save every 15 seconds or so. But when you don't have that, anytime you write something, after you put the period, treat save like a period. Same way you put a period at the end of every sentence. Go save. Just save. Save as you go. Okay?
Okay.
So it says tips on storing it safely. Save it backup in multiple places. Never share the phrase with anyone. Be careful of phishing. That's another term. Write that one down. We'll talk about that one later. Phishing. Okay. You want to talk about phishing, Brother McCoy, while she's writing it down? Number 4. Okay.
You know what? I'll be honest. I don't know too much about it. I think it's where they try to trick you into clicking different websites, or
yes,
it'll sound like a website that you know, or so pretty much very closely to what you know.
Yeah,
and
phishing.
Then you end up clicking it and end up in the spam site.
Phishing.
Is that correct?
Yes, phishing is a subconscious tactic that's employed through the power of suggestion. So, for instance, if you was on Facebook, especially when you grow in popularity, you'll get somebody saying, "Hey, tell me more about you." And then if you wait a while, another person will say, "Can you tell me more about yourself?" Then another month, "Can you tell me more about yourself?" And it's a bait. And you go, "Okay, let me talk to this person who randomly asks, can I tell them more about myself?" And they're fishing because they're looking to see if they can get you ultimately to share your data. Another means may be, oh, your account is at risk. Or another form of phishing may be a certain pop-up suggesting to you that something's in your best interest before something bad happens. So it's different approaches towards it, but ultimately people are just looking to gain access to your information, and they'll use certain words that trigger responses in you that make you feel like, oh, I need to just respond, or you know what, this is harmless, and they prey on the psychology of the particular user. So they may have studied your personality type, and they've come up with the ideal set of words that appeal to you to open you up to conversation, and therefore hopefully catch you doing something naive that you can't revoke, such as you being hacked. Once you get hacked, then that's it. It's done deal. They don't have any independent commissions that's going to help secure the transactions after you've been hacked. So this is why you are the bank. You are literally responsible for everything that the bank is responsible for. When they have the monies insured by FDIC, this is all you right now. You are FDIC and you are the bank simultaneously. So you want to be careful of the people that's phishing. You wrote phishing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So MetaMask will never spontaneously ask for your seed phrase. MetaMask will never do that. All right. So if you see something come up on your phone, hey, your account is at risk. We need you to send such and such here. Or your account is at risk. Please fill out this application to describe what the website progress has been, or how comfortable is the website. How good is your experience? See, those things are very suggestive because you would believe that someone has your best interest in mind. So you'll say, okay, let me fill out this application. And somewhere in that application, they're asking you something that's inappropriate. And that's where they catch you out there. So that's phishing. All right, baby? Mm-hmm. So be careful of phishing. And that's for everybody.
The most common one for Ethereum is send us your private key and we'll deposit some Ethereum or some other token into your account. And most new people don't even realize that they shouldn't do that because they're too interested in getting Ethereum that they just gave up access to their account. Wow. So that is the most common one when it comes to Ethereum.
Talk about it.
Or they'll have you send Ethereum to a certain address and promise you back even more Ethereum. Don't do that.
Yeah. So you gotta be real careful before you even make a decision. Remember these things. In fact, screenshot this, save this picture, and we're gonna go over this again. And that's why it's important not to just click done because you've handled the layman aspect of things. Very important to still read what they're telling you, because later on you'll be wondering, should you trust a message? And there really be no reason to wonder if you should trust the message because you've already been prepped. You've already been given a certain level of anticipation for that particular event. So that's why it's important. It behooves you to read everything as you're doing everything, because later on you'll have questions that you'll come to find were already answered when you're resetting all this stuff up. So you could alleviate those type of mistakes by being more meticulous in your approach to safeguard yourself by reading everything, right? Before you click all done. Because even that's suggestive, and that's not a trick. It's just, you know, the haste. We used to moving in haste and moving fast. So
Yeah. So they'll use your favorite celebrities too on your social media. They'll have like, I almost fell for it. I thought Elon Musk was giving away like 0.5 Bitcoin and send them, you know, and it was someone created a profile under Elon Musk to tell all his fans that this is what he's doing as a philanthropy act for all crypto people. And I almost fell for it. So be very careful.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They'll study who you are, your personality type, your behavior, and then they'll connect with you on that level. And you're thinking this person's a supporter or a fan. I had my page cloned, and people were selling my material as though it was me. I was getting 2 out of every 3 of my sales. They was getting 1 out of every 3 of my sales. They had an exact cloned website of mine that was grafted out of my website, out of my Facebook, that had a link to my site. And once I liked someone's page, they said, man, I just really hope you like my page. Just like my page. I love your work. And I had other people that's like, hey, we like to purchase advertisement space for your page. All we want you to do is just like our page. And once you like their page, somehow it gives them access to yours. And people that know what they're doing, they can clone your page and they behave as you online simultaneously while you're you online. And I got caught out there, and it put me into a whole lot of stuff, and I had to get it cleared up. And still, you lose customers and you lose people's trust and faith. And it's not even you doing it. They cloned me. They cloned my identity from my Facebook to my website. So I had to take down the website and create a more fortified website, one that couldn't be hacked the same way. So I have to set up something that was reminiscent to that of the way the banks set up their websites, because I have so much traffic from people purchasing books all over the world from me. You know, I just had to step it up. I couldn't do a basic website no more. You know, one of those, you know, buy it for $19.99 joints. We give you the template, and do what we do. I was just doing, I'm moving way too many books. So the more success you acquire, the more security you'll need. And that's what's going to be the case with you. When you're making these monies out there, brothers and sisters, the more success you acquire, you always have to allocate some of those monies back into security. Trust me when I tell you, security is everything. So be security conscious starting from the very inception of this particular venture. Start right now and always be security conscious. And because that behavior will perpetuate itself and protect you later on in the future. So it says, save a backup in multiple places. Never share the phrase with anyone. Be careful of phishing. MetaMask will never spontaneously ask for your seed phrase. If you need to back your upspeed phrase again, you can find it in settings. Okay, hyphen, greater than symbol security. If you ever have questions or see something fishy, email support@metamask.io. That you can do. MetaMask cannot recover your seed phrase. So those 12 words you put together that are linked to a whole bunch of metrics that are so large and so advanced that they had to consolidate it and put it into those 12 words. You'll never be able to recover that seed phrase or those 12 words that's linked to that longer equation, right? So that's why you never want to lose that.
And the cool thing, Ma'at, is that these words are very memorable. You can memorize these words very easily. So you can actually store this in your head. Yeah. And wherever you're at, if you're traveling, you can pull up your MetaMask and pull it and have it all in your head. Since they're very easy words to remember. It's another level of security as well.
That's a fact. So let's go to all done now. Now we did it. Look at this account. Yep, you got an account here. Yes, you do.
All right. So now that you have a wallet, you have access to, I can send you a CryptoKitty. I can send you some Ethereum. So in order to do that, you can share your screen.
Share your screen now. You back. You safe. Do you remember? Click go back to one of these. We want to share this. So you're on the screen, right?
Mhm.
Click the screen. Go to the left. Remember? Nope, don't click it. Just put it over the green. See what it says. What does it say?
Oh, I see it. Screen share.
There you go. Click that. Where you go? Where you supposed to click? Nope. No. You want to pick what in particular that's open. Yeah, so you go to the application window, right?
Mhm.
Click the application you want open to share. So they don't see nothing else on your computer. You know, you got to do some cleaning. Your desktop is lit. You got to do some spring cleaning on this desktop, baby. No, they don't need to see that.
Press it now.
Yeah, please. I don't want them to see all that other stuff. Okay, so now they can see.
All
what you see.
right.
So look, it's
So
gonna come up.
right under details, if you see account 1, you see details.
Wow, it's just a
You're
little.
going to see a gray box, OX03D7. You're going to click that, and it should say copy to clipboard.
Right under details.
Mhm.
See the gray box?
Right on here.
Yeah.
Click that.
Copy to clipboard.
You just copied it.
Now,
This is your address.
Polite, you can email that address to me,
Okay.
then I'll have her
Open up your
I'll
email.
have her address.
Go over here.
Mhm.
Open up your email. Yeah. Hold on. Stop sharing your screen.
Yeah.
Stop sharing your screen. You don't want people seeing your emails. Keep your privacy. See, it was about to come up. Boom. Brought it back. Okay, so you're going to send him an email. That's your address, right?
Mhm.
That's your Ethereum address. Okay. It's your crypto address now. That's what you got. So now you on here. Oh, it's loading. Why is it taking so long? Come on. You got email to send people. We was doing good this whole time. Come on. Come on. Why is it taking so long? Okay. Crypto Roots, that's his email. And you're gonna cut and paste. That address. That's what we're gonna put, right? Go ahead. Command V. Cut and paste. Okay. Let's send. Now what I want you to do is go back to the window you was at. Yep. Now share your screen again.
Okay.
Where did you go to share the screen?
Over here. I remember.
Application window. There you go. It's all repetitive. Did that one smooth. So all it is just doing the same thing.
So Ma, this is your own bank. This is your own Ethereum bank.
You got your own bank, baby. Congratulations. You're set up for business. Yay.
So you're gonna open up a new tab, Ma.
Lisa?
You're gonna open up a new tab.
Open up a new tab.
And you're gonna type in CryptoKitties.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna Google search CryptoKitties. And you're gonna click the first link right below. Right below. Right below. Sorry. So click back. That link. Yeah. I always get confused with other links. Now, this is CryptoKitties. This is the website. So you're gonna click start and the pink button. Right below on the right hand side.
Give it a little second.
You're gonna click start. It should be next to more.
Yeah, she did that.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just don't see them.
Okay, she might have to share.
And Windows should pop.
She has to share
Okay,
that
Windows
window. That's why. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on, baby. This is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna stop sharing. We're gonna go back to this. And this time, what we're gonna do?
What's this?
Let's see if we could take both. This. We can't share both at the same time. So what we might have to do. Okay, let's just share that. The entire screen. Share the entire screen. That's what we're gonna do, so you can see everything.
And you're gonna click that. You're gonna click connect. So go to the MetaMask to the left-hand side notification.
Hold on,
The
real
other
quick.
window.
Hold on, real quick. Just want to make sure.
All right.
I want to make sure
And
you
you
see
click the
what we
blue
see.
button when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. So now we got everything set up. Let's see it move. So when you want to have access to more than one window for them to see at the same time, just click share entire screen. That's the first option. Otherwise, you could pick something in particular that you want, other than everything else. All right. So go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
All right. So on that blue button on the notification, you're gonna scroll down and click that blue button. That says fine.
Okay.
You're able to see it. It says fine.
You said, which one are we looking at, on the left or the right?
Yeah, on the left. You want to click connect.
Click connect. CryptoKitties would like to connect to your account. Click connect. Hope y'all guys following. This is not just some little childish thing going on now.
It's worth $12 million. So
Your email address is only used to send important updates.
If you want to create an account, enter your email address and enter your name, not your nickname. So if you want to be like a Ma'at, cool girl, just whatever you want to put for your nickname.
Okay.
And this is the way you'll get updates.
We'll stop
so everyone
sharing.
that's listening, you'll get email notifications to your phone when a kitty gets sold, and when you buy a kitty,
It's
and when
not
a kitty
sharing
is born, so that you're on top of your investments on the go. So that's why it's good to sign up for just the email address and nickname.
Yeah, so put your email and nickname. Take a picture of it when you're done. So I hope you guys are following along. Y'all should all get a CryptoKitty real quick. Or take the notes and have your children do it, but it's not exclusively for children. Because my brother here is over, he be selling kitties and raising kitties and all that online. It's a big industry, and it's only gonna get bigger. So she's just putting in her passwords and everything.
The most expensive kitty is about
Your nickname.
100 grand. I think I just checked. Maybe a little above, but yeah, that's the most expensive kitty on the market right now.
What's that? Say it again.
The most expensive kitten, crypto kitten, is over $100,000 for one. There's only one. That's how rare it is and valuable it is. So
She's almost done.
I gifted you two
Take a
kittens,
picture.
Mahat.
Screenshot.
You have two kittens waiting for you.
Okay, we almost there. We almost there. Okay, now screenshot into your computer. Okay, press continue. Hold on. Yeah, press continue. As a final step, your wallet will ask you to digitally sign in to link it with CryptoKitties. Click the button to proceed. Now, hold on. Share your screen again.
Yeah.
Application. That's called application window, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Say it with me. Application window.
Application window.
Huh?
Application window.
Yeah. Okay. Click that.
You're gonna click sign in.
Okay, we back at it. Yeah, so this takes some time, family, but hey, let's do it.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Your signature is being requested.
So, okay, now you want to click on the fox up on the top, the tiny little fox up at the top of the browser, next to pause.
Okay, hold on.
It should have a window, a bright box that says one
Stop sharing.
next to the tiny little fox.
Let's share the entire screen.
Okay. Let me know when you click that box that has the one box at the top right of your browser. All right, now you're going to click sign. It's called additional signature. So this is how they verify that it's you using the application. So you're going to click sign in the signature request box.
Okay, so you want to click sign
Mm-hmm.
in the signature request box. All right, click sign. It's one verification. That's loading.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, data clear. Let me get this right.
All right. So you can take the kitten class a little later, but I just sent you 2 kittens, and there are your new 2 kittens. So you're going to click close and check out your new kittens. And I sent you $5 worth of Ethereum so that you have some money to start breeding and selling and buying.
He just sent you $5 in Ethereum.
So, yeah, let's check out your kittens together. They all have a profile.
Join kitten class and learn how to get started with breeding CryptoKitties completely free. These 2 kitty cuties will join you for class and leave when the final bell rings to start kitten class. So you do that later. You can enjoy yourself with that and tell me more about it.
Yeah,
okay?
click close for now. You can take the class later, kitten class later. So those are your 2 new cats. Click on either one of them. Those are their names.
Dr. Wonky Lou.
Dr. Wolfie Luke.
And
yeah, click on either one of them.
who's the other one? What's the other one's name? Mikio? Bib? PT?
Say again?
Fizzle? What's the name of this other kitty, man?
Oh, yeah, click either one.
Yeah, what's his name? What's that? No, don't click nothing yet. What's the name of that cat?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah, you.
Theo, Biggie, Fizzle.
That's what I was waiting for. Go ahead. You can... Go ahead. Click what you want, baby. Which one? You interested in that one?
This is the market that I corner. I corner the crystal market.
Join the breeders.
So I breed kittens that come up with crystals. So that's my market that people know to come to me when it comes to CryptoKitties.
Say that again.
That's just my. So I like to target the crystal. They call it attributes.
Yeah.
Like attributes. So I like to be the guy who breeds kittens that have the crystals. So that's how I corner my market in CryptoKitties, because you want to kind of corner the market. These are just strategies because it's such a vast market. I'm the crystal cat breeder. That's one of the genes that I specify in.
And what are people using these kitties for? And how are they making monies off the kitties?
Okay. Scroll down on the screen, and then we're gonna look at the profile, and I'll explain how people are able to make money.
Okay.
So that is your cat. So now you see the ID number under the name. That is the unique ID identifier for the whole network. So that's how it's different. That's how everybody knows that there's only one of this kind. It's through that ID number. The generation, it says generational 12. The lower the generation, the more valuable the kittens are. So if anywhere between 0, 1, and 2 are the most valuable generation. So generational 12 is kind of mid-size. Now, the cool down, this is important when you're a breeder. The cool down is how long they have to rest after they finish breeding. And you want to check how long the other cat has to rest. You want to check how long your cat. Now, if you click cool down, and another window should pop up. There you see how long it takes for that cat compared to the other kinds. So they have to rest after they breed. So this is a way for you, because you're trying to turn profit as soon as possible. You got to realize how long you have to wait before those cats can breed again. So this affects how often you're able to breed. So he has a slow cool down, which is about 16 hours to 24 hours. And just to make it clear, Crypto Kitties is non-gender based. So anybody could be the mom, anybody could be the pop. It's not gender based. So, are you guys still there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now you see that you're the owner. If you see Anessa Kitty, you see that you're the owner, so that's you verified. Everyone who goes to this page knows that you are the owner of this kitten. Now, if you scroll down, and by the way, I also sent you $5 worth of Ethereum, so that you have some money to start working with. Now, you see the bio. Every kitten has a unique bio. They're all made through algorithms. So when these profiles are made up, these profiles are very brand new. So you see the parent of that cat, and you also see the children of that cat. So this cat has 4 children, and you see the family heritage, and you can track the genes through the parents and through the children. Now, if you scroll back up a little bit, now you can see the cat attributes. So you see the different genes or genetics of this cat, and the ones that have the gems are the more rare genes. So when it comes to selling this particular cat, people are going to look for the prism gene. See, that's what the crystal. People are going to look for certain genes, and you're going to look for certain genes to breed and hope to get a fancy cat. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. And if you scroll up a little bit, you can see who was the breeder, who bred the cat, Hatch 5, Xbox. You can see what day the cat was born. So this is a simple profile of what a crypto kitty is, and how what makes them different from other kittens. So that is the very, very gist of the market. Now we're going to go into, you're going to scroll up to the top. So there's breed and there's sell. You're going to click breed. There's breed, sell, and gift. So what I just did, I gifted you a kitten. So if you ever want to give anyone a kitten, just click gift. Now, you're going to scroll down. And sire to the public means, do you want to hire your kitten out to be bred by other breeders? And essentially, you're not selling your cat. People are paying to breed with your cat for your cat's genes. So we're not going to sire to the public right now, because that takes your cat pretty much off the market, and you're not able to breed your cat because they're just ready to be bred with. Now you're going to click sire with my kitty right next to it. Instead of sire to the public, you're going to click sire with my kitty. So yeah, go up a little bit, and right next to sire with my kitty, and click okay, let's get started. Now, on the next window, since that's going to be the pop-up, on the next window, you're going to click the mama, and you're going to select your kitten. So you're going to go through your profile of kittens and choose which kitten you want to breed with this one. Now, unfortunately, I thought you could breed with this other cat, but it looks like you may have to buy another kitten to breed with. I'll find out why. You're maybe not able to. They're probably brothers and sisters, and you're not able to breed the same. So let's see if you have any money in your wallet, and let's just look around for what's on sale. It'll be a good way for you to understand how to buy kittens. So just click close. I apologize. They may be part of the same family since they have the crystal gene. So up at the top right corner, click on that little box next to pause, and let's check how much money is in your account. Hopefully you got at the top right, up, all the way at the top of the browser. You're going to click on that tiny little box next to pause. Yeah, on the top of it. Yeah, click the little fox head with the red box at the top. At the top of your off the top of your browser. There you go. Click that little box, and it should pop up. And so you got you got the money I sent you. So you got 0.2 E. Now that's enough to start working with because transactions are only about 8 cents, 30 cents, maybe $1 if you're buying a cat. So let's go back to CryptoKitty.
I was called the dollar. It was called the dollar. This little bit equals this much.
$5.32.
Yep. So little Ethereum go a long way.
And but we can go do this as long as you want, or we can switch it up. But I'm just showing her how to work the website.
Yeah, we could switch it up. And what I want you to do before we close out with here, because we could pick this up. I just want people to see how deep this thing gets, because it gets deep.
Let me give them the hustle strategy.
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. So I guess we can unshare the screen.
Okay.
So what we went through yesterday was part 1 and part 2, as far as being able to access your Bitcoin, being able to purchase it whenever you need to, and being able to store your Bitcoin in your Jaxx wallet. Those are 2 important steps. Now, we want to go to localbitcoins.com. Yeah, you may want to share your screen, or you may want to click the link, but localbitcoins.com. I'll type it in the chat, everybody.
We'll do it.
Localbitcoins.com. Okay.
Let's see.
Now,
hold on, real quick,
I'll type
brother.
it in the chat. Now, what? Okay. And Paxful, I'll type it in the chat too. Paxful.com.
Flip the catch up, make sure they looking at what we're looking at. Okay, you can see our screen, right?
Yeah. Yep. I can see. Yeah.
Google.
Yep.
Okay. This is so behind. That's what I'm like. That's why it's good to always have another screen to see progress. So when you don't see what you're supposed to see, you can say, hey, something's not right. Because we could have just started following everything he was saying, and then guess what? Nobody would have knew that our screen wasn't being shared. So that's why I have the phone here. Sometimes I'll be having another laptop here because I want to make sure they see what I want them to see. All right, so now we're gonna share the screen. Crypto kitties, come take our kitten class. Yeah, you got some work to do, man. I need you to tell me what's going on out there.
Yeah. There's breeders clubs everywhere in LA, especially.
Okay. Google. All right. So let's just make sure. There we go. Now we cooking. All right. So what are we typing in right now?
Localbitcoin.com. I typed it in the chat. LOCAL, Bitcoin with an F.com.
Localbitcoin.com.
Bitcoin
Let me
with
see
an F.
here real quick. I mean, you good. I don't want you to leave. This is Daddy's kitties. This is how I'm gonna do my kitties. You gonna do your kitties, I'm gonna do my kitties. We're gonna help each other out, all right? All right. So I'm with you, brother. Let's go. McCoy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, so we got it. Is this the screen that you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on your screen, but I'm assuming you're there.
Okay.
But if you're at localbitcoins.com,
Hold on.
I can't see it on my feed.
All right, hold on. Why is it doing this? All right, let me stop screen share. Let me screen share again. Application. Boom. Okay.
So yes, everybody, bookmark this page. This is what I consider the Craigslist of Bitcoin exchanges. You can sell and buy Bitcoin for any type of payment that exists, whether it be Amazon gift card, iTunes gift card, whether it be a cash deposit, whether it be PayPal, it doesn't matter. And this is a global exchange, essentially. Uphold is limited to America. So what the strategy is that you're selling at premium rate, at a higher rate on localbitcoin.com. And so what you would do is essentially buy your Bitcoin at market value. You would sign up for this website, and then you would sell it for a little higher, if not more. But the thing about it is, what type of payment are you willing to accept, and how much are you willing to sell? That's what's going to make you find your own niche. Because as you can see, some people are willing to take cash deposits. Some people are willing to take Walmart or Whole Foods gift card. So this is a way where you can reach more people, find your own niche in a global exchange. Now, for instance, if you're in America, there's plenty of people in America who aren't Americans and who don't have an American bank account. You can market yourself to those people locally. Anyone you know individually, you can say, I sell Bitcoin to them. Now, if you were to do it online, you can have someone in another state make a cash deposit into Wells Fargo. All you would have to do is see that you got a cash deposit on your phone. You can send them the Bitcoin directly from your phone on the go if you want to take a cash deposit. So, or people can sell, or people will pay your phone bill in exchange for Bitcoin. So it's any type of payment that exists. So this is a great recommendation of how to simply flip your money for a higher price that has access to more countries than Coinbase or Uphold. So these three applications are how you can profit in short term and make a USD profit if that's what you're looking for. And you want to be a reputable seller. You want to make sure that you answer people on time that you actually deliver the Bitcoins like you say you are, because your reputation in this network is what's going to determine your long-term success as a seller. So make sure that you take it seriously if you're going to be a Bitcoin flipper, essentially. And you want to pay attention to the market price and understand how much of a come up are you looking for and how short of a time and how much little are you willing to take. Some people say, hey, you got to pay me a minimum of $100, like a fourth order, up to $2,000 something dollars. You can be a person, well, you got to pay me $20 if you only have a little bread to sell. So I can't tell you what to buy. I can't tell you what to sell, and I can't tell you exactly how much, but that's where you find your own niche in the market. But this is the place where everyone's selling at premium rates.
Okay, so let's do it like this. Here's an example, and I know this is when session 3 comes in, and you really can get, because he just gave you the goods, how to make some money. And I'm going to compound a little more interest on it, and I'm going to say, let's say you sell books, and you want to get into this market. Well, what you could do is say, and let's say you have no Bitcoins. How are you going to get it? Maybe you say, well, I'm accepting payment in Bitcoin. And then now you get access to your first set of coin, right? Through selling or soliciting a product, right? And it's saying, instead of US dollars, I would like this in exchange. And then now you're in the game. And then you could do your markups.
Yeah.
So you can have a product and say you want to receive, under those circumstances, the coin. So that way, now you have access to it. Now you're in the game. So there's different approaches you can use. I know some of this is still probably not easy to assimilate, because you probably like, okay, he told us how to make the money, but I still don't get it. The main thing you must understand is that we are privileged here in America. So we're basically leveraging our privilege against their disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're doing.
So let me add on. The fact that you took the time to verify your account and submit your ID, I charge a fee for that. The fact that it takes maybe 3 to 7 business days for you to even order your Bitcoin through Coinbase or Uphold, I charge a convenience fee, because I'm sending you to use this Bitcoin in real time. You're going to get it right now. I charge a convenience fee. And I also only trade for profit. So I let them know, yeah, that's a $5 extra, even outside of the fee, because I'm here to, I only trade for profit. So, and the fact that you have an American bank account. So I'm not saying go crazy with the fees, just understand, and I always explain why these fees are added on. Because I possibly be taxed because I'm purchasing through a fiat currency.
Hey,
so
listen, I'll tell you this.
To remind you.
Western Union, I send something down the block, I got to pay a fee for it. I send it to Africa, I'm paying over $100. As if someone's carrying, the electric money to Africa. You feel what I'm saying? As if it really costs that much more to press enter and conduct an electric transaction, right? So this is the name of the game, people. It's a convenience fee, all right? It is a convenience fee. Their lack of access will be our power of consumption, or power of consumption versus power of absorption. And what we talking about is, listen, we can monetize any form of convenience. Okay, that's what this is about. The same way we find a conflict, everybody needs somewhere to go, and it takes entirely too long to call a cab to get here, and then you got to wait on hold. So you find what's wrong, and then you problem solve. And that's what cryptocurrency is about. It's about troubleshooting, problem solving, and monetizing the solution. After you've arrived at the conclusion that there's an issue, you find a virtual means to solve the issue. So we see that with Uber, and then we see it with Postmates. Well, you know what? Everybody doesn't always have the time to go buy their groceries, but it doesn't mean they don't want groceries. So now we do that. Now we have somebody that goes out there and buys the groceries for us and brings it to us. And then we compound interest, or even consolidate it, in the sense that now Uber has Uber Eats. So not only are they doing the Ubers and taking the role of the cabs or the taxis, now they also take the role of the person who will pick up the food to your convenience. So they've monetized the convenience by identifying the conflict. And in that resolve, they're able to solicit it. And that's what we're telling you about. So whether you really getting it or not now, the reality is what you're doing is charging a convenience fee because people are at a disadvantage. You happen to be here. So you can use this on so many levels.
And check this out. For the seller, for the buyer, they're fine because the valuation of the market is going up so consistently, the market reimburses them for those extra fees. They're like, all right, I'll pay a little extra because they get that money back, you know what I'm saying? And then they have an asset that they can go and resell for a higher profit. So no one, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that big of a deal you're not really ripping someone off who's actually choosing to buy you. Out of all the sellers, they're choosing to buy from you. So you're not really doing them any wrong. They found a good equal of exchange, and they chose you.
Hey, you're not doing no wrong. You have the right to charge the price for your product and your service at your discretion. And that price that you charge can set you at a disadvantage or put you at an exceptional gain. That's just how that is. You'll determine if you're going too high or too low. You know, and you'll see it in the PowerPoint. This is just introductory because we know to do this all in the same day. Now I believe you guys understand why I said we're going to have to do extra classes. We have to do some free classes because I know it still doesn't register quite. But now when we put the PDF there and you can follow the footnotes, the annotations, and we got you through the application and we doing this over and over so you get familiar with it, so you can get establish that connectivity, how one has to do with the other. Okay? What's the wallet got to do with the literal exchange? Okay? We showing you how to put it all together. So you study the first session, you study this section, this session, and it'll start making some sense. You do a little side research over here and there, and by the time we send you those PDFs with the full outline and process right there, itemized, and then we make it applicable again, it'd be great. But if we were to attempt to do all of this the same day, we can make it very efficient and then just tell you, review the video. But it's important to see something over and over, and it's important for you to give it a break and come back and see it again. That's the best way to teach. We could do this in one day and just don't give a hell if anyone's keeping up. And we say, hey, we gave them the documentation and they got the video. Press rewind over and over and figure it out. But if we do it over and over, and 1 minute you see me do it, another minute you see Matt do it, another minute you by yourself, you're doing it, another minute you see a free video go up and we're explaining something, you caught something that you missed, you watched this video 2-3 times for whatever reason. When we did the free video, there's something in there that we said here, but you seen it there. It just starts making more sense because you're making it applicable. You're downloading the apps, okay? You have your crypto kitties. You're sending Ethereum. Like, after a while, that application starts really setting in, and then we have to talk to you about tokens. Because that's where it's really at as well. We have to talk to you about tokens and the fact that people really don't own their crypto. And most people think they do own their crypto. And so that's another conversation. So these things are going to be addressed because they need to be addressed. All right. So we got to talk to you about tokens and the significance of them, because we would be remiss if we did not. It would be irresponsible to not present those things to you as well. So I just want to say thank you guys. This was just additional. I know that Crypto Kitty thing has you probably in a space where you're like, what the? Because I ain't gonna lie. He put me onto the Crypto Kitty stuff, and I was like, I like the real estate. He put me onto the Crypto Kitty. I like the crypto real estate. I'm like, my brain was like, I said, this is a job for Matt. I said, I'm sitting there and I said, you know what? She's going to really get this better than I get it. Because my brain is just stuck on kittens and breeding and genetics. I'm like, I'm like, is this real or fake? And, you know, it takes a while for it to really marinate and say, man, okay.
It's kind of like, you know how they have the pet shelters, like adopting cats, but online. But they're not really real, but you're still adopting them to a family.
Yeah, you see, she's with that whole world. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to say I ain't down with it. I'm down with it. I'm just going to put my soldier in the army and she could get that part. I'm going to do the real estate part. We're going to exchange notes. She can be the master of her domain, be the master of my domain, but we're going to lock down both. Now, if she wasn't here, I'd do both. She's going to be responsible for making that something. And I know she's going to have fun in the process. And she's going to be so innovative and so strategic. She's going to come up with a very powerful kitty that's going to be on the market that they're going to want to buy. It's going to be 6 figures, and somebody's going to buy that kitty. I know.
Yeah, check out the fancy cat when you get a chance. Check out the fancy cats and the exclusive cats.
Fancy cats and exclusive cats. Yeah, so I think it's fun too. If I had something like this at my disposal when I was younger, I would have bodied it by now. I would have had something real advanced and just ready. I know me. I'm just mess with it all day, and that's how I am. I love the science behind it, the breeding. I love the concept. I'm like, wow. I'm just listening. I'm like, this is really a new world. That's how you can tell the world we living in is a simulation, but that's another conversation in and of itself. You know, and they said the more that we deal with the virtual realm, virtual reality, the more closer we'll get to the fact that this itself is a form of virtual reality. They said we're going to come to terms with that fact because that bridge is getting more and more narrow.
Yeah, getting smaller and smaller.
And you're starting to realize there's not too much a distinction that can be made between the real world, so to speak, and the virtual world. And we realize that our brain is a holographic computer. And that Planck's, the smallest units of the universe or reality, is no different than pixels. And if there's a speed of light, there's a limitation. And if there's a sound barrier, there's a limitation. And these are rules. And then we look at the Fibonacci sequence and the golden mean ratio that we was talking about, where everything has that spiral mathematically. It just gets real interesting. And the kitty thing just gave me an epiphany. Like, I can't believe this is going on right now. And the thing is, if you don't get on this information right now, you're going to be overwhelmed because it's only going to get more deeper. You know what I'm saying? So it took me, I ain't gonna lie to you, it took me about 3 weeks of consistent reading for this stuff to actually register. Because the disconnect is, who's buying this? Or why would someone buy this? And am I going too far with this? Is this a waste of time to make money off of that? And then you turn around and you see people literally selling virtual real estate for 6 figures, virtual real estate for 5 figures, virtual land. They're selling it for money, buku amounts of cash. And I'm like, yo, this is an actual market? People are buying virtual real estate? It's we're missing out. That's all I can tell you. Like, we're completely out the loop and it's already happening. That's what's the wildest part about it. We're not preparing you for something and telling you, yo, one day it may come, and you say, man, it's far-fetched. Because I tell you, if somebody would have told me this was coming, I would definitely say it's far-fetched. Hey, this computer's actually on 1%, but that's great. Let me shut this thing down. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We'll definitely build.
Much love.
Peace. This computer's about to stop right now.